Mercurial. Of a person subject to the sudden or unpredictable changes of mood or mind. Yeah, that screams football these days, doesn't it? Well, on the page I got this from, this one is called the Mercurial 41122 PF S&D. You can see the 14122 PF S&D right here. But I'm not even going to question why they called it Mercurial. Football is all about changes of mood and mind these days. It is an insane ride from start to finish. Now, the description does say that this was done on a holiday using set pieces. I have not used any set pieces for this, so our test may differ just a bit. There is a bit more trade places, CM with the DM and things like that. But take a look, see what you can glean from the description itself, and see how it works for you. But for us, I love the shape. I love these funky shapes. But it is kind of a 4-2-4 to a degree, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how this works. We will be testing it out on holiday, though, with our three teams of Liverpool and Aston Villa in the Premier League and our championship side, Ipswich Town. So with all that said, let's just dive into the Premier League and see how they did. Well, unfortunately for Liverpool and Aston Villa, it doesn't seem like it worked as well as the 4-2-4s of past have. But still, Liverpool in third place, 86 points, 113 goals is not bad. Villa with 74 points is a little bit below average. Not too far though, but 101 goals is really nice compared to that point tally. Well, Liverpool's domestic cup run a fantastic job all the way to the Carabao Cup final, beating Aston Villa 4-3 to get the trophy. And funny enough, in the FA Cup, they get to the FA Cup quarterfinals against Aston Villa, but lose out this time 4-6 in extra time. This tactic definitely looks like a goal machine. However, a perfect run all the way to the Europa League final against Marseille, getting a 5-0 thrashing victory. Well done. So overall, a fantastic job by Liverpool this season. Quarterfinals of the FA Cup, but still by Aston Villa using the exact same tactic. I would definitely try this one. Squad-wise, not as many green as I would expect, but still not, it's a respectable job. But 26 goals for Diaz, 24 for Salah, Nunez with 22, 21 for Jota and Gakpo. That is nicely spread around. 24 assists for Robertson and Trent apiece. And then average rating 7.33 for Trent. Wow. Switching things up to Aston Villa's domestic cup run, we already saw them drop out against Liverpool in the final of the Carabao Cup, but they get to the FA Cup final, unfortunately losing to West Ham 1-2. And unable to get a trophy this season at all, out in the Europa Conference League semifinals against Fiorentina. That's tough. That's just tough. That hurts. So all in all, two runners up, a semifinals, and a fifth place. I guess I would still take it. It's kind of a nice overall run. You just need to bring it up a little bit here and there. And as I usually say, if you took control of this, did your own match shouts, training, transfers, things like that, you could definitely do a better job than what happened here. So 2 runners up, 2 trophies right there, hopefully. But overall, I think this was a good one. Ollie Watkins with 34 goals, John McGinn with 23, assists 28 for Digne, 19 for Luiz, and average rating Ollie Watkins with a 7.33. They did beat Liverpool, so that is pretty nice. Data hub for Liverpool, very nicely attacking, kind of spreading it around too. Defensively, you got some pieces that are over their average, but 2.97 goals per game, 1.13 conceded, 0.84 XG against. That's a little bit higher, but not by far. Aston Villa getting up there as well in the attacking side. Defense looks a little bit, pretty much on average. 2.66 goals per game, 1.32 conceded, 1.21 XG against. But on to the Premier League stats. Liverpool with 2.26 points per game. Aston Villa with 1.95. Below 2 is a little low for them. Liverpool, though, in most goals, 113. Aston Villa with 101, well above Arsenal. Fewest shots against. Liverpool in second with 265. Villa all the way down in seventh, 365. Most possession, 56% for Liverpool, 55% for Aston Villa. Most dribbles made, Liverpool making the list at 630. Best pass completion, Liverpool again making the list at 87%. Most shots for were back together again, 680 for Liverpool in first, Villa with 623. So now this one I will keep you in a little bit of suspense. We got 2 kind of okay tries with Liverpool and Aston Villa in the Premier League. What do you think happened with Ipswich Town? Well, if you guessed that Ipswich Town did a phenomenal job, as usual, then you would have been right. 109 points, well above Southampton in second, 135 goals. This definitely worked. And I have to say, they had a very respectable run in both domestic cups. Out against Arsenal, 2-2 in penalties in the Carabao Cup 4th round. They get to the FA Cup quarters, which is fantastic, but drop out in penalties 3-0 to Newcastle. So all in all, definitely a good season, no question about it. You're not expected much in the FA Cup and Carabao Cup, so the farther you get, the better it is. But championship is where it's at. And squad-wise, yet again, 5 in the green. What are we going to do? But we got 23 goals for Hurst, 19 for Connor Chaplin, assists 16 for Connor Chaplin, 13 for Harry Clark. Leif Davis only with 12. Interesting. But average rating 7.32 for Leif Davis. On to the championship stats. 2.37 points per game for Ipswich in first. Most goals in first with 135. Very well done there. Few shots against in third with 365. Most possession, 56%. Most dribbles made in sixth with 737. And most shots for 763. But now let's dive a little bit deeper into the tactic itself. We start out with a sweeper keeper in defend, fullbacks on the left and the right in attack, ball playing defenders in the central spots in defend, DM in support with a CM in support, inside forward in support on the left, one in attack on the right, both using mark specific positions, and it is the DRDL. Pressing forward in support next to another pressing forward in defend. Attacking mentality in possession, attacking width is narrow. Approach plays pass into space. Focus play down the left and the right. Passing directness is shorter. Tempo is higher. Low crosses and run at defense. In transition, counter press, counter, distribute quickly and roll it out. And out of possession, a high press line of engagement. A much higher defensive line. Trigger press much more often. Prevent short goalkeeper distribution. Get stuck in. Step up more and invite crosses. So overall, how did it do for our three teams? Well, Ipswich Town doing a phenomenal job, but lately they've been doing a phenomenal job anyway. And it's kind of one of those teams where I picked it because they were going to be dead center in the championship table at the start of FM24, and they really rose very quickly. I think updates, they obviously went on to the Premier League, not doing all that well this season, but I think it's just a team that was going to excel anyway. They've got a lot of good players for the championship at least. Liverpool and Aston Villa, I mean, third and fifth, about average in points to a degree. They did very well in goals, though, 113 to 101, so definitely attacking minded. Definitely keep that in mind. Defensive pieces might leak a little, but just kind of on the usual average side. We've seen tactics that have probably had a little bit better defense to it, but I think overall, if you like the shape, if you have the players for the shape, I think it could work. But that is it for me, Steffi and FM for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.